I do support 911 is super important because when you need it now.
Rob Gilland is the owner of All Pro Nutrition in Marietta and a former volunteer firefighter. All Pro Nutrition has been open for nearly 18 years, but the shop has gone through multiple fires, floods, and moves. For Gilland, 911 services have been crucial. He even helped put out his neighbor's fire before firefighters could reach the scene.
The building was on fire, and I'm like, oh my God. So that's when I take the phone and I throw it to the employee. I say, call 911.
Washington County Sheriff's Office, Dispatcher Kimes, what is your emergency?
This year, the Washington County Sheriff's Department has added a small property tax levy on the ballot to upgrade the county's current emergency response system.
As it stands now, if you were to dial 911 on your cell phone, there's a chance that your signal could be sent over the river to a different town's cell phone tower before the correct dispatch center can send help your way.
Lieutenant Pat Gerke says that in some cases, it can take up to 30 minutes to find the caller with the current technology.
We've spent considerable amount of time searching for people when all we know is a tower location and maybe a distance from the tower, which we've had them as far as 17,000 feet, which is a long way. So what the new system will give us, though, is that exact GPS location will get us within 5 feet.
Lindsay Joy is a freshman at Marietta College. She was surprised to hear that if she made a cell phone call to 911, the police wouldn't be able to locate her immediately.
It makes me feel nervous because I don't know, if there's something extremely wrong, then they can't find me. They might not find me in time.
A .35 mil levy only costs about $12 a year for the average home valued at $100,000. The next generation 911 system will include text and video messaging capabilities.
It may be a choking victim that needs to text out, "I'm choking," and then we've got the location. Or maybe it is a domestic situation that you're not safe to talk at that moment because revealing your location may be dangerous to you at that moment. So those two in themselves, to me, is worth the $1 a month.
Joy, like many of the other residents we talked to, feels the same way.
I think it's a great idea because it increases the safety, and we can't always speak if we need to call 911, and so like being able to access our location as soon as we call is very important if we're not conscious to tell them where we are.
However, many voters in Marietta agreed that they didn't know anything about the levy, and that just seeing another tax on the ballot would make them automatically vote no.
Whenever I see another tax, I'm always inclined to say no, just because I don't want to pay more money than what I need to. So they need to be explained that it's for a good cause.
The Washington County Commissioner's Office says the latest the next generation 911 system may be adapted is 2018. Lieutenant Gerke says if the levy doesn't pass, it could lead to job cuts.
If it's a mandated event and we're unable to fund it through the current means, is that services elsewhere will have to be cut. Now, I can't say what that might be, but to come up with the amount of money may be a loss of a position at a dispatcher position, which reduces the manpower, which can increase call volume, response time.
Residents like Gilland want to remind you that keeping the community safe is the main priority.
I think definitely the 911 is a good thing, and I think $1 a month is cheap and stuff for what you stand to lose if you don't have a quick response and stuff like that. And that's just dealing with fires. I mean, if you or I was hurt, we would want them to be even faster and stuff. So I think it's an essential source.
For WOUB News, I'm Michaela Marshall.